Alright, peace. What it is? I did the Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma, astrological breakdown, if you will, of the great slaughter of what's 2017, Sheether. So that made me think of the Nas Jay-Z, obviously. And I explained how Nas was a Virgo, Jay is a Sag, so you know what I'm saying? That made me think of Nicki being a Sag and my girl Remy being a Gemini because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. All right. Now, what this means, my shorthand for right higher mind, left higher mind, or you can say right hemisphere mind, left hemisphere mind. I just made that correlation. And right lower mind, left lower mind. Okay, Venus would be your right, Jupiter your right, Mars your left, Mercury your left, Moon your right, self, Sun your left, self. How you present yourself, how you respond to people. All right, and you are Saturn. That's why they told you Satan is evil. All right, hate yourself. Anyway, so you understand that. You should already know what that is if you know me, homie. Now, there's some shorthand down here because we can go all day with these, right? But that ain't the point. The point is this. Well, really ain't no point. The point is the divinity in black folks in general. You understand what I'm saying? We have archetypes play out in the public because that's what we put our energy to. So therefore, that's what we empower. Therefore, these people become powerful people. And they really just displaying attributes that are within us because we are all one. Now, this attribute is the left hemisphere of the brain versus the right hemisphere of the brain. Mercury versus Jupiter, okay? You got the Virgo, who breaks down the physical well because Virgo is very technical. It's in a Taurus degree, so it's so it's of reality. You know what I'm saying? So he's very good at that, as you know. Nas flows be superb, and then you got Jay-Z, flamboyant, Aries degree of Sag. I always want to present himself as that fresh new Jay. Fresh to death, or what have you. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got your Moon. He's very active to reality. I don't know if that's the right degree, but I got this online, so maybe it is. Who knows? They don't really know his time. So anyway, if it is the right degree, it's the Libra aspect of Aries, which is relationship based, and he is he cares about people. You know what I'm saying? He reacts to the situations that are going on in the present times. He has the conscious rapper, if you will, one of the original conscious rappers, if you will. Jay-Z is a Libra, so he's more concerned with his appearance, his status. Libra is about law, justice, and it's the Sagittarius aspect of it. So it's a mental thing with him because he is a Sag in that. So you know what I'm saying about how smart he is. Basically, he's the businessman, right? Jehovah. All right. So his Mercury's in Libra, so he's the natural counselor. You know what I'm saying? Libra is when it's 1 degree, so it's like a master degree, and then it's Libra's relationships, Mercury, air. It's a good thing going there. Then you got his is in Sag, so he kind of self thought. I mean, first off, I'm not trying to down Jay and big up Nas, even though he's my favorite, obviously. But you understand what I'm saying? He promotes this society, like I was saying, man, fake versus real. You know what I'm saying? Like he promotes the bigging up of self. You see, Leo, the Scorpio, 29 degrees Venus. You see what I'm saying? So what I write for that? Oh yeah, the knowledge of his opponents because you know what I'm saying. He always talking about what he got and what you ain't. You see what I'm saying? So that's a Scorpio. That's a Mars. Battling, not battle rapping, but status battling, if you will. And that's the problem. We got like it's not necessarily black versus white. It's lower class versus higher class, right? So he promotes the status thing. He promotes his Venus is in Scorpio. He's more of an occultist. You know what I'm saying? He wants to know more of what's the hidden things. and he reports more on the physical. You see Mars and Taurus, Leo, what's present, the beauty of the physical world, which is the nigga struggle. The beauty of the nigga struggle is the nigga himself is God, and he's told you that on occasion, and he has too. Don't get it twisted, But anyway, Jupiter in Aquarius, so forever seeking knowledge, expanding in knowledge, like who else was this? Who else was this? Somebody else is Jupiter in Aquarius. I know mine is Bobby Hemmitt's. I think Bobby Hemmitt's is the same degree. I think. And then his is in Libra, so that's more status, more of the law. He's a Mason, whatever degree, whatever. But you know what I'm saying. Libra's got to be pretty and all this and all that. Now Saturn in the Cancer, he's about Saturn is your life lesson ultimately. He had to learn how to take care of himself overall, stop worrying about everybody else, and worry about himself, take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? So he ultimately lost his mother. Not why he lost his mother, but it's a life path. Your mother is the Cancer energy. Your mother takes care of you. So you have to lose your mother to understand that you have to take care of yourself ultimately. You know what I'm saying? I have to deal with the same thing. My Mars is 0 degrees Cancer. So anyway, his is in Taurus. Now check it. So he understands self-preservation. Well, he had to. But he understands self-reputation. So he won the battle because, if it's a physical battle, he trying to touch him, he gonna win, right? The battle. But as far as the story goes, with him being more creative with his storytelling, you see what I'm saying? Him understanding self-reputation, he wins the war because, he won the money, goddammit. Jay-Z is, blah, blah, blah. So, and another thing I thought was real interesting, they had Jay-Z's time, and his ascendant is 19 degrees Virgo, and Nas is 21 degrees Virgo. So this is why Jay-Z could never in his life fuck with Nas. So, there's emotion up in there too, but, like I said, we can go on forever. It's just some interesting things I was looking at. Next one I'm going to do is Jay-Z and Big, and I got to get all my dates together, but I'm pretty sure that was a Gemini ritual, being that they both were Geminis. I didn't know Big was a Gemini. That threw me. So, and they was the same age as Heru twins, okay? Thomas, Judas. Okay, Thomas means twin, baby. All right, so peace and love. Yeah, take it easy.